Okay, as you can see from reading the Oedipus myth, this is a very complex, complicated family dynamic with a lot of complicated pieces. So let's look at the Antigone family tree or character map. Now notice that several of our characters are already dead before our play Antigone begins. This is because you'll remember that Antigone is the third play in a series, so there have been a great deal of events that have already happened before our play begins. Now let's start on the left-hand side here with the adults. On the left side, we have Laius and Jocasta. Now these are this is the king and the queen of Thebes. Okay, so King Laius and Queen Jocasta. Now notice in different translations of this text, we have different spellings. Okay, so King and Queen Laius and Jocasta of Thebes. Now Jocasta has a brother. Jocasta's brother's name is Creon, and his wife's name is Eurydice, and they eventually go on to be the king and queen of Thebes. Okay, so I'll show you how that all plays out. But King Laius and Queen Jocasta are the king and queen of Thebes. They go on to have a son named Oedipus, and you'll remember the prophecy. Phase one of the prophecy was that their son, Oedipus, would grow up and kill their father. That has happened. Now, unknowingly to them, the second leg of the prophecy is that their son would also marry his mother. That also has happened. This is unbeknownst to them. However, we know that two parts of the prophecy have already come to fruition. Now, Oedipus and Jocasta go on to have four children. They have two sons, Polynices and Eteocles, and they have two daughters, Antigone and Esmina. Now, you'll remember the third leg of the prophecy was that Oedipus's sons would kill each other in battle. And that too has come true at this point. Polynices and Eteocles, battling over who would rule Thebes, have killed each other in the 7 against Thebes battle. So all three legs of the prophecy have come true. And what that leaves us with for our play, we just have Antigone and Esmina left from this wild and crazy family. So Antigone and Esmina now have lost their two brothers. They've killed each other in battle. And the new king of Thebes, down here, King Creon, who's also the girl's uncle, has decreed that because Eteocles fought for Thebes, he is an honorable soldier and is to be buried with honors. But because Polynices fought against Thebes for the Argive army, he is considered a traitor in death, and he is not to be buried at all. So Antigone and Esmina are left to deal with this conflict that they are now having with their uncle, the current king of Thebes. Now, to complicate things a little bit further, Antigone is engaged to be married to Haman. Notice that Haman is the son of King Creon and Queen Eurydice. Okay, so yes, that does mean that Antigone and Haman are cousins, but that's not exactly the strangest thing that we've seen happen here. But what we'll see play out in the pages of our play Antigone is the aftermath of all of this destruction as a result of this prophecy coming true. We have Antigone and her sister in conflict with their uncle, the current king, over the decision he's made about to bury one brother and to leave one brother unburied. So this is the drama that will play out in the pages of Antigone.